everyone. This is a beautiful day. We are here today at Niche Relationship Corner. Today we're here with something very, very interesting. It's part of how we started, and then we've come this far. So I was going through my mind, and I remember that when we first started relationship, my Oga here gave me a particular letter. That was on the day we started formally going out. I think it was 1st of July, or was it 2nd? No, 2nd of July 2004. Yes, it was 2004. He gave me a particular letter and he called it a declaration of his belief, or the first episode. He called.
I'm a missionary. Love missionary. Don't mind her. She's shaking her head.
He called it the first epistle. Who writes a love letter and calls it an epistle? I don't really know. This is the only person that can write a love letter and call it an epistle.
Call me love missionary. Missionary. Love missionary.
Okay. So you won't see me with my own copy. Thank God he preserved a copy.
Let her tell you what she did with her copy.
Okay.
Confess yourself, confess.
He gave me a copy. I preserved it, but I told you I used to have anger issues. Yes. So there was a particular day he made me angry. When he made me angry, I picked that letter along with other letters. You understand? I went to
love letters.
Love letters.
Treasures.
Exactly.
Treasures. My heart, like
because then we didn't. Okay, the phone started coming in, but not everybody had it. Okay, we had phones quite okay, we were already used to writing letters. You understand? We weren't used to texting, and then even the text, I think they were limited because of the kind of phones we were using then. So even texts were limited. There were limited words that you could write. You understand? Some had just 60 words or things like that. So, you couldn't really express yourself very well using phones. It's not like what it is right now. So we're used to writing. So he wrote this first episode to me. You understand? So when I got angry, it's in the past now. So when I got angry, I regret it actually. When I got angry, I picked some of those letters. I went to where he was. I just sat down. I was just tearing the letter, looking at him. And he said, no matter how you tear those letters, you can never tear my love for you. You understand? I was doing it in order to provoke him. He said, no, if you tear those letters, but you can never. That was early days of marriage. I think about 2 years into the marriage, that was when that happened. He said, you can never tear my love for you. My love for you remains intact.
Holy brother. You joke?
So I now asked him, I said, okay, because he's used to keeping copies of precious things like that. So I now asked him, I said, where is your own copy? He said, he didn't even know it was in the book, I think, but I know that. I now asked him to look through the books that when we first started going out, and he checked through the book, and lo and behold, he actually wrote it down in his own book. So he's going to tell us about it, and then we will allow him to read it so that you will hear his first epistle to yours faithfully.
This woman, she's asking you to read a confidential document.
Yes.
And make it public.
Of course.
You want to listen? You know the gossip. Is it not gossip?
We all want to be part of this good man.
Gossip. A letter I sat down on my desk and wrote to her.
Yes.
Now she wants me to.
It's my letter, right? It's my letter. So I'm permitting you to read it. Let them hear it. Why I actually want to read out the letter. You want him to read out the letter is because there are some strong declarations there. You understand? Those were the foundations of our relationship. You understand? So I really want him to read it out. You understand? so that you will understand how God helped us, and then how we are still marvelously helped by the hand of God till deeds. You understand? So that is how we started, and this is where we are today. There are lessons to draw out of that. You understand? He called it an epistle, and I think it's a love epistle. So let's hear it.
It actually came from the depth, not only of the heart,
from conviction.
The spirit. It was more like a prophetic document. By the time you hear it, by the time you would understand better. It was more of a prophetic document. And truly speaking, I have told people that we've counseled. If they thought they have gone through storms in courtship, theirs is a child's play. We had gone through not only storms, hell.
Hell in courtship, we
had gone through hell, but we went through it. We're not burnt. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
You know, it's like the moment the devil realized that we're out to please God and honor God, you understand? It's like he released his demonic powers against us, you know, to frustrate the relationship in every way possible. But we thank God. That which the Lord has set about, He will fulfill it. God is that faithful. God is that faithful. So we thank God, because when I see how far we have come, I just see God. It's not the hand of man. It is God. It is God that sustained it. You know, the Bible says that we will go through fire, but it will not burn us. Yes, we'll go through the fire. We went through the fire, but today we are standing because we weren't burned. If we are burned, you understand, a lot of you wouldn't be benefiting from our life testimony. So we really want to give God praise for that.
Even as we take this step, see, if you learn from it and you want to imbibe it, can I tell you one truth? The devil will hate you.
True.
But can I tell you, if you imbibe this truth, you will be firebrand. Your relationship will be firebrand. Though he will hate you, but heaven will love you much more. Heaven will be more gracious towards you, doing more than you deserve. Because truly speaking, we are beneficiaries. You know, we are beneficiaries really of the grace of God. He's carried us on his wings beyond what our personal abilities can attain.
Exactly.
You know, God relates with us based on our faith. While human beings relate with us based on our past. So that's it. And this document is called. It's actually a revelation of its own.
True.
That's why it's an epistle, and you're laughing that you know I called it first epistle.
It's true. And most importantly, you know, godly examples these days are rare to come by. Yes. And the devil is frustrating everyone that wants to stand out to bring out a godly example so that other people will find the road easy for them to ply on. So the devil will be after you, but just be rest assured that God is for you. And if God is for you, nobody can be against you.
Even if they ask you forget it, none will succeed.
None will succeed. None will succeed.
Yeah. That's that. Okay, so you better want her to minimize this kind of her laughter, because her laughter will blow off the meaning. It's a distraction. Okay, so this is the journal. It was my journal. You see, the Antelope book that I bought, you know, I kept journals of my life, my thoughts, my experiences. Right from 1996, I kept those journals. So this is a journal for the year 2004.
Okay, yes.
2004.
Okay.
It started from...
that's from February... Is it right?
Yeah, February
10, April 2004. So this is it. This is it. I don't know if you can see it, but that is it. Yes.
Yes. So that's February 10. But the event we're talking about actually happened July 2nd.
Yeah.
But I wrote that letter. I wrote that letter July 10th. Sorry, July 1st.
Yes.
A day before we met and started out. But in faith, I had written it so that when she says no, I present that document. It was like Moses bringing tablet from God. So, you know, to the Israelites to guide them on their journey.
Yes.
So that was going to guide us on our journey. So
it's like the guy was not ready to receive a no.
No, for me, forget it. What God has revealed, who can fight against it? Yeah. So the clear picture is I was going to ask her out properly, formally.
Yeah.
On July the 2nd.
Yes.
So on July the 1st, now get how it's recorded. Here it's titled The First Episode. That was, I sat down on July the 1st and I called this love letter The First Episode. Not later on that I called it. No. When I sat down on July the 1st, 2004, I wrote in my journal and I called it The First Episode. So, and this is just before I now read the letter itself.
Yeah.
This is the preamble. It says, sitting at my reading table, I felt like dropping an important piece of my belief for you. And this epistle is the product. Now, I read the epistle. I hope I can now read it.
Yeah, you can read it.
You know it's a holy document.